Hi, it's Chris with what I will call my edition of Answer AB. In this clip that AB put out, she mentions that the demise of the GOP would be a bad thing, or words to that effect. Well, I would like to respond. One thing, as far as I'm concerned personally, I've seen in my lifetime the GOP basically become an uneasy alliance of, I guess you'd call them Christian fundamentalists who seem to want the Bible to be taught as science in our schools, like that's what we need when we're falling behind the world so much in education. As far as what they call fiscal conservatives, which really to me are tax-cutting fanatics who seem to give the homely expression, "I got mine," a whole new meaning, as far as some of them, their greed is quite naked. And also another leg of the stool would be your old-fashioned warmongers and war profiteers, if that's the right word, such as Dick Cheney and Duke Cunningham. So to see the end of a group like that, I personally don't have a problem with it. However, I'm going to address the broader issue from a historical point of view. Now, here we have the textbook, The American Pageant. This was one time a widely read textbook. I don't know now if it still is. If it is, it would have to be updated. But it was written by a Professor Thomas Bailey of Stanford University way back when. And my mother actually used this in a college course in the late 50s, and I used an updated version in AP History in the late 70s. So anyway, looking through this, what Professor Bailey writes of is when in, let's see, 1816, when James Monroe became president, representing the what was then known as the Democratic Republican Party, founded by Thomas Jefferson, that later became what we now know as the Democratic Party. Anyway, at the same time he came in to office, the Federalist Party just totally collapsed. So in effect, we had the Democratic Republicans in Congress and a Democratic Republican president, and there were others that were leaning that way that may not have been in the party itself. Again, the Federalist Party just by then had apparently ceased to function. So we had one-party rule. And what did this time period in American history became known as? The era of good feeling. So perhaps with the end of the GOP as it currently is constituted, maybe we will have another era of good feeling.